Hello friends, welcome back to Laravel tutorial. In this video, we are going to create a CRUD application with a proper validation. Means if we're going to create, we can create a post and there is a validation. So if you not provide any things, the validation will appear. And this is the back option. You can go to the list. Also, we can edit something new and here write the text, new text, or something new post it's actually changing, so it's updating. And also if you want to delete something, we can delete. Okay, so all the things we'll learn in this video, so please keep watching this thing and let's go. In this video we are going to discuss about one of the interesting thing. We are going to discuss about how to create a CRUD operations. So we'll create a simply a post CRUD application, means there will have title and descriptions just two for now. So if you know the two things, you can do more things also. Okay, so I just going to discuss about that things. Okay, so for that, here I just created a application. This is the application, Laravel application I created. And if you check in my database section, so here I created my database. So just log in here. So you can see there is Laravel 11 database. I created this Laravel 11 database for this tutorial purpose. And here we have lots of tables and lots of things. I want to create a table, the name will be the post table, and we will do all the things with this post table. Okay, so before that, we need to connect with this database to our application. So I already connected. So let's see. If you just go to the .env file, you can see the Laravel 11. This is the database name and username is root, and I have no password for my database, so just leave it blank. Okay, and we will use the MySQL connection. Okay, so this is the database connection MySQL. So by default, if you check into the config section, just go to the database.php. This SQLite is the default database connection for Laravel 11, but here I just provided MySQL, so the database connection became the MySQL. Okay, so actually this will be using. Okay, so let's leave that. Okay, now the you can understand how to connect to the database. Now I just going to create a model, and along with that we will create a controller, and we need to create a migration for table. Okay, so let's go to the command prompt and let's create a model with a controller and migration. Okay, so simply create php artisan make model, and my model name is suppose post. Okay, and along with that I want to create a migration and controller. So let's enter this. So basically it will create a model, then migration and another controller. Okay, so let's see what actually created. So if you check inside the model, this post model is created, and if you just go to the HTTP controller section, you will get the post controller is created. And just go to the database section, in the migration section you will get this migration is created. Okay, so these three files are created, and now we will use that things. Okay, so for now, for migration, you know that I already discussed about deep tutorial of the migrations. But here for this tutorial purpose, I just want to say you in the migration section, basically this is the thing by which we can create alter our table. Means if you want to change our database, or if you want to change the structure of our database, or if you want to create a table and table structure and all structure related things will manage from the migrations. Okay, so basically in migration there is two functions, that is one is up, another is down. So if you're going to run any migrations, that time the up migrations will come, this up function will call. And if you want to revert back, suppose you wrongly migrated some things, so that time you want to revert back. So if you revert back, then down function will call. If you just migrate these things, actually it will create a post table, right? And if you roll back, it will drop the post table. Okay, so basically this table id, these things are responsible to create a primary key and a column with the id, and this will be auto incremented. Okay, and another thing is table timestamps. So basically this timestamps is responsible for two columns. One is created at and another is updated at. Now for my database or for my purpose, I actually need another two columns. Like for post there should have a title, and sorry, actually this will be the string type, and the name of the column is title. Okay, so this is a table string title. And another things, I just want to create another column, like it should be to text type, means there may have large description for post, so simply write content. Okay, so this is my column name. Okay, so these are the things, and migration is ready. I will not going to do much things here, so let's understand how we can do this. Okay, so migration is ready, let's migrate these things. So simply php artisan migrate, just enter this and running migrations and migrate done. Okay, so now just go here and refresh, and here we will create the post tables. Okay, so this is the post table. So if you just go to the structure, so you can understand what are the things. That is the id, title, content, created, updated. So id, created at and updated by default, which are actually created by these things, created at and updated at, and this is the id, and we just manually created these two things. Actually these are created. Okay, title and content. So this is the varchar 200 and this is the text, right? So my table is ready. Okay, now I just going to create the CRUD application, means we'll use the controller, and let's use the web.php for routing purpose. Okay, so let's open these files. Okay, post controller and post, and here we'll use the allocant relations. So using the post model we will do all the things, right? Now let's going to create a simple index file, means for post list file. Okay, so just go to the post controller and create functions. Public function, let's say this is the list. Okay, and now here I just going to fetch data from the post table. So simply write in this way. So first let's include the post. Actually use here app models and post, so that using that post model we will fetch the record. Okay, so simply just write in this way. So just use this post model, post, and then write get. Okay, and let's use the data. Okay, and we will just return the data. Now let's call this function. So I just going to check whether any data is present or not. I know that there is no data for now, but I just going to create these things so that we can see these are working or not. So simply just call the post controller. So this is a namespace, using that we can call. So simply just write here use app http controllers and then post controller. Okay, and let's call this post controller from the route. So simply just write in this way route, and we'll use the post controller, and this will be the get method. Actually we'll directly hit to the url from the browser, and then it will appear. So simply write post. Okay, and let's use the post controller class, and then which functions we need to call. We need to call the list function. Okay, so let's see, this is a list function, right? So this is the list function, post list, and we can add the name also. So there is multiple times. Okay, So let's add the name. So here simply write in this way, uh, post dot list. Okay, so now let's go to this link and let's see whether the page are working or not. So simply write post. So these are working, means we don't have any data. There's a reason we are not getting anything. Okay, let's enter some data manually. Here simply just inserting in this way, post one, and here write post one content. Okay, so let's see, go. So one record inserted, and let's see, so we are getting one record, right? Now I just going to print with a proper listing, right? So for that we don't print this data in this way. Actually we'll call the view, return view, and I just want to create a post list, and I want to pass the data, so that compact, using compact we can pass and data. Okay, and let's create a view. So where to create a view? So inside here just go resource views, and let's create post list dot blade dot php. Okay, so this is the view, and here simply write post list. And here I just going to include bootstrap so that it will looks better. So simply write get bootstrap. So now click on the first link. So here just go here and you can get the include via cdn. So I just going to create I'm just going to copy the cdn path. So I only need the css file. Okay, so just wrap word wrap. Okay, so css is added. Now we can use the bootstrap classes for page design. So simply inside the div just use container, and inside here just use row, and you can write column md12 so that the page will come the full screen, and margin top 2. Okay, and inside this just create another class, that is the row class, and just write column md10. Let's enough for this, and here simply write inside the h2 tag post list h2. Okay, and in the same way just create another div, and this is my div, and here sorry, and here let's create a table. Here table, and the class name will be the table, and then you can write table stripped so that it will looks better, and here just write td, and inside the sorry, now add tier, and inside the tier we are going to create a heading th, and first we'll print the id. So simply here write id, and then title and content. Okay, then title and then content. So let's see what happened actually. So actually this post list and created an id, title and content. So this is a table. Now I just going to print the data. So just use the for loop. So simply write for each, and here we are just going to pass this data. So simply write dollar data as post. Okay, and simply write end for each. And inside the here, actually we will going to print that things. So simply tier, and this time this will be the td. So just removing that things, td and slash td. And inside the post we will have all the data. So simply write post id. So for id, I just going to print the id, and for title we'll print the title and then the content. Okay, so this is the title and another is the content. Okay, so let's see what appear. So we can see the post one content is appear. Now insert another record. So simply just write here post2 and write post2 description. Okay, so let's go and let's check here. We are getting the two data. Okay, now the thing is, the list is actually created, means whatever we will insert into the database we can see. Now we're just going to add the data dynamically. So for that, actually we just going to create another functions, like public function add. Okay, and here I just going to return another view, return view, and here you can write in this way, post create. Okay, so this is the post create view, and just go into the resource views and post create dot blade dot php. Okay, and just similar way copy the full things and remove the table. Okay, and here simply write add post. Okay, and if you just going to call this post controller from the routes, simply write in this way, just it will be the get comment, get method. So here just write add function, just call the add functions, and here write add, and here write post dot add. Okay, and this is the get method, and now just write the url, that is add. Okay, so all are perfect. Now we're just going to add the link to add the post. So just go to the list page, and here I just going to create another div and the same way like that. So here, and this is the 10 and this is the 2, and here write add. Okay, so we don't need to write in the h2 tag. Actually this will be the anchor tag, and the class will be the button, and I want a blue type of button. So button primary, actually this is the bootstrap things. Okay, and in the href sections we'll add the routes. So simply write add, or you can write create. Okay, and here simply just write in this way, uh, the route, and just add the name. So what is the name? Post add. Okay, so just call this post add. So here just to refresh this, you will get a create button also. Okay, now just click on the create, so you will get the add post page. So the link is generated. Okay, so now I need to create the view, and here we'll create all the things. Okay, now let's design the add post page. Okay, so first of all, if you want to create any forms, or if you want to create any input field, we need to bind, or we need to add into the from section. So simply write from, and here inside the from, let's add the class from group. This is the bootstrap class, and inside the here just create a label, and for just to write title, and here write title, and let's close the label. Okay, and then write input and from control. This is a bootstrap class, and here just write the name equal to title. So let's see first what appear. So at post, this is the title, and this is the section where we can write title. So this is title. Okay, now in this way just create another. So just do here, and here write content, and the content should not be input type. Actually this will be the text area, so simply write text area, and the class will be the from control, and there will have a name. So the name is here just write the same name as the database, so that it will looks great and easy for using. Okay, so we don't need the input type field. Now just go here and refresh, so we can see the title and content is created. Another things we need to do, we need to create the button. By that button we can submit that page. So simply inside the from just create a button. Okay, and obviously the button is the button class, and this is the green blue type of button, means just like add, so button primary. Okay, so button is created, and let's do the save. So simply refresh, so this is a save button is appear, so it's attached. So here we can add in beer also, and yes, we are getting some space here. Okay, so the add post page is ready. Now if you want to save that things, so it needs to go into the database. Okay, so currently in my database we have only two records, and we will create the record dynamically. And another things, I just want to back button, I just want to add some back button, write this. Okay, so here just copy and write here back, and if you click on the back, means here I just going to write the one is blue button, another is red button. Okay, so just write danger. And if you want to back, then we need to call the list. Okay, so post list. So let's see how it's appearing. So this is back button. So if you click on back, it's go to the list page, and if you click on the create, so it's again go to the add post page. Great. Now the thing is, I need to make it dynamic. So when you click on this save button, which action we need to call? So if you click on this save button, actually the from action will be called. Okay, so what is the from action actually? So here if you want to create, or if you want to save these things, we need to create a functions like here just I'm going to create a functions public function just like store data. Okay, so simply use the store method, and here just write just going to use the request, because all the data will come through the request, means any request. Okay, so we have not defined yet, so the request type will be the post type. Okay, so when we request any data, or here we just need to add the post type of data. So simply the method will be the post. Great. Now another things we need to mention the actions. So let's call these store functions from the route. So here we just define the method is post. So here we will create a route, and this will be the post. Okay, and let's use that things So for post, we just going to call these store functions. So simply here write post slash store or anything. So you don't need to write these things. So post, this is the get method, this is the post method. The same URL can happen, but the defined method, so it will work. Okay, now just write post controller, and then the method is store. Okay, and let's add some name. So simply write name post dot store. Okay, so this is the name. So by that name, sorry, so by that name we can call from the functions or from the forms. So here just mention route and just define this post store functions. Now refresh the page. Unexpected identifier post expecting there will be the inverted comma. Okay, now refresh this. So we are getting the add post. So simply just try it. So post number 3, and then write content for post 3. So let's click on the save. Let's see what happened. So let's, if you click on the save button, actually this shows the 419 page expired. So why the page is expired? Actually, Laravel checks the token for every case when we requesting from the browser. Okay, so to post method, we just going to use the CSRF. This will actually generate the token which is unique for your application. So if you let's check from the inspect section. If you just check this the add post and just refresh this, and here just look into this section. Inside the from, we are getting a token here. So this is the unique token for your application. This is actually responsible to complete the request. Okay, now here if you just post in the store via the routes, we will get these things into the request. Okay, now let's see what are the requests coming. Okay, so simply request all. Okay, and now just write here post 3 content 3. Now click on the save and let's see. So we are getting the title and content. Okay, so we are getting all the things from the controller. Right, now let's save these things into my model or into the my table. So for that we just need to we just need to use post and simply use create function. Okay, and here I just pass the all the things which we are getting, that is a request all. So it will actually create the post into your application. Okay, and after that simply just return, and we can write a redirect to the list page. Means once we will create a post, it will redirect to the list page. So simply return to the route, and here just write post dot list. I think I forgot that. Okay, post that list, sorry, post that list with some success message. Okay, so here just write with, and let's get a session variable name success, and here write post created successfully. Right, so when we store the data, it will react to the post list page and will display the post created successfully. Okay, so how to print that things? Means inside the post list we are getting the success message. So just go to the post list page, and I just going to print that things here. Okay, so before the table. Okay, now just go here and here write if and end if. So first we need to check if session exists or not. Okay, so if session has the success message, means if you are got any sessions named success, then we will print that things. Otherwise, how we can print? So here write the alert and alert primary or alert success. Okay, and here I just going to print. So to print that session and then write get and the variable name, that is success. So if we have any message or success message, means sessions message, then we will print, otherwise we will not print. Okay, so let's try it. So simply just post 3 and post 3 content. Okay, so let's save this, and internal server add token to fillable property to allow mass assessment. So this is the problem. This is a fillable property to allow mass assessment. Means we need to mention which data I want to store from the post model. So simply write protected and the variable is fillable, and here I just going to add title and content. Okay, so now just go here and let's try again and simply write post 3 and post 3 content, then click on the save. So the post created successfully, that means post 3 added, and if you check into the database we are getting the post 3 and post 3 content. So if you refresh these things, so the success message gone, but when we get success message it will display. Means here I just going to write post 4 and post 4 content, then you will get the success message and it's showing the post created successfully. Great. So we can understand how to create and how to make the list page. Now I want to edit and delete. Okay, so these two things are left. Means CRUD means create, read, update, delete. So create and read is done, we need to do update and delete. So how can I do this? So let's add some action into this table. Okay, so just go to the list page and here create another column, th action. Okay, and here simply I just going to write in this way td, and I just going to write edit delete. Okay, so this is the action button and this will edit and this delete. Actually we need to create the link here for edit delete for edit. So simply create anchor tag and write here a button and then button success, and here just write edit. And another things, we just going to create a button for delete. Actually for delete we need to pass also the csrf token. So for that we just going to create another from to delete. So simply write from, and the action will be something we will create, and then the method will be post. Okay, and let's close the from. Actually this is the from, actually the from will be present, and by that from will pass all the things. So simply write csrf and sorry csrf token, and another things, we'll use the delete method. Okay, so method here provide the delete, and let's create a route. So in this way, this name will create a route. So simply write route, and let's add in this way, like post dot edit, and then we need to pass this id, so post id. Okay, so this is for the edit, and so this will open the edit page, and post destroy for delete. Okay, and we need to create these two routes, just post edit and post destroy we just created. So simply just go to the web.php, and here if you check, these things are the get, and this is the delete method. Okay, so two things we need to create. So simply write route get, the name is post edit. Okay, so simply write name post edit. All right, and here just provide the link, means how to write. So first of all post, and then just provide the id. So this will be the dynamic, that the reason we are just using inside the curly braces, and then the edit. Okay, and let's call the function, that is the post controller, and then create a functions. So the functions name is like if you want to edit, then you can write edit, and let's create a functions edit into the post controller. So public function edit, and for edit we need the id. Okay, so there's a reason here we just going to pass the id, $id, which actually coming from the routes. This is the dynamic things we are getting here. Okay, so simply write return this is edit page, right? And another things, we need to create the delete things. For post delete we will create the delete method. So simply write route delete, and the name is, where is the name, actually I provide the name here, post dot destroy. Okay, and let's create a link for delete. So simply write in this way, post slash the dynamic things, that is the id. So actually for edit and delete we need to specify the id, means we will delete based on the particular id. Means if you check in the database sections, so if you want to delete the this row, so we need to know the primary key. So based on that primary key we'll delete. So for that we need the dynamic id for edit and delete. Okay, now let's call the post controller, sorry, post controller, and class, and then the method name will be what is the method names, the method name will be the edit, sorry, the destroy. We are deleting actually, right? So destroy. Okay, now just go to the controller, and here we just creating another functions, public function destroy, and we want to destroy, which we want to destroy, we want to destroy using the id. Okay, so let's use the $id. Great. Now all are set. So let's see what happened actually, what appear. So this is the edit page, and where we are not getting the delete section. Actually we are not writing anything, so we are just creating the forms only. Okay, so here we just need to create the button, button button, and then add the button class, and then button danger for delete. Okay, and here simply write delete. Okay, and let's type equal to submit. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, so edit and delete button appears. So if you click on the edit, then this is the edit page. We have not created the edit page, but if you click on the delete, so it should be delete. Okay, so post one, actually we are using the delete method, but we have not deleted yet. So let's to the logic sections. So if you just going to destroy these things, means if you want to delete these things, so let's first check whether the page is or the id is present or not. So simply let's check the post find $id. Okay, so if the post found, then we can delete. Okay, or we can see the post, we are storing all the things here, and let's use the destroy functions. So simply write delete. Actually this will delete. So after delete, we just going to redirect in the same way when we redirect after the store, means after the add. So just write post deleted successfully. Okay, so let's go here and refresh. I want to delete the id 2, so simply delete, and post deleted successfully. So 2 is not there, 1 3 and 4. So just go and refresh. So the id 2 is not there. So if you want to delete the post 1, then the 1 is not there. So just refresh. So we are not getting the 2 here. Okay, so the create list and delete pass done. Now we just going to edit that things. Okay, so how to edit? So just for edit, we need to create a edit page. So just like post create, we'll create another page. Simply write return view, and here I just write in this way, that is the post edit. Okay, and let's go to the resource view. So resource view, and let's create a new file, post edit dot plate dot php. Let's copy from the previous, and here just write um, edit post, and instead of store, we're just going to create another things, means when you're going to submit the data, so we just need to update. Okay, and we are not simply posting that things. Actually here we need to use the put method for update. So simply write method name, and here just use the put. So just like delete method we created into the listing page, we are using the put method. So in the web.php we need to mention that things, so we created the post update and using the put method. Okay, so simply write route put method, and here I just added the name. So what is the name actually? The name is inside the edit post update. So this is the name. Okay, and just to write in this way. So simply, no problem on that. So post and dynamic id, and we'll use the update method. Okay, and let's call the post controller class, and then write update. So this will be the method name. Actually you need to create this method into the post controller. public function update. And for update we need the request just like store. Also we need the id which are getting from the routes. Okay, now let's check whether the posts are present or not, and if present then we will update. So simply write a dollar post and update method, and what will be the update which actually you are getting from the request. So request all update. Okay, and after the update we just simply go into the list functions. We just go into the list functions and write post updated successfully, right? I think so all are okay. So let's see if anything problem we'll correct it. Okay, now post 3 and let's go to the edit page, and something problem, the missing required parameter for route post update. Oh sorry, so inside the post edit page we have written the post update, but here it's accepting the id, so we need to pass the id also. So here we just need to do another thing. So when we just going to go to the edit page, we need to mention the id. Okay, so what actually we need now, based on that id actually we will pass the data. So simply for the edit page we just need to find the data based on the id, and if we got the data let's pass this to the view. Okay, so simply write compact and post. Okay, and inside the post edit page we will get the things here write post update and write post id. Okay, oh I think all is okay. Now refresh this, so we are getting the edit post. But the thing is, when we going to edit anything, we need to pre-fill the post 3 value. We need to pre-fill the value means title content. Okay, so here inside the post we are getting all the things. So simply write value, and here just write in this way dollar post title, and for content just like here, so dollar post content. Okay, we are getting all the things. So back post 3, and if you click on the post 4 just edit, and we are getting all the things. So post 4 updated, and let's see whether it is updated or not. So just instead of save we can simply write update. Okay, so let's refresh. Okay, updated. Now just click on the update and post updated successfully, and you can see the title is updated, which actually just updated. So if you want to update the content, post for content updated. Okay, so it's updated. Okay, so you can understand how we can create the CRUD application. The complete CRUD application means we can create list, we can create, we can edit, we can delete all the things we just created. Okay, okay, so if you want to create a post, suppose you just create a posting and post content, so it will create a post. Okay, so these are the created. Now the thing is, if I want to add another things, and if I just going to click on save without filling the data. Okay, so let's click on save, so it will throw the database error. Okay, so let's see. So here you can see the error, that is the SQL error, integrity constant violation 1048 column, title cannot be null. The means in the post table if you see, you can see these are not accepting the null. The null is no, default not setting. Okay, so we can set default and we can set anything, but from the server side I want to create a validation so that we cannot click on save without submitting the data, or when we click on the save, it should display the title should be required or content should be required like this. Okay, so how we can do this? So we will discuss about the validation part in this video. So I already created this controller. So when we just going to go to the post create page, so here we can see the post store is calling. That means the post store is this name, and we are calling the store functions from here. So just go to the store functions. So this is the store functions. Here we are getting all the requests, right? Now here I need to send the data, or here you need to create the validation. So before going to create the post, or we can validate whether the field is empty or not. Okay, so for that Laravel provides simple things. We can add the validation easily. So we are getting all the requests here, and simply just use the request validate. Okay, and here what we can validate, we can validate what the input is coming. Means if you just going to see, we are getting the name is title and the name is content. So this can be validated. Means first things, I just write title, and let's say the rule means this should be required. Okay, and you can set any other rules also. So simply just write title is required, and another things there is content. So let's also set the content also required. Right now let's going to use the page again. So just refresh, and if you want to click on the save, actually these are not redirecting to anywhere, means it's not going to the database. And if you click on the save, it's just refreshing the page. Okay, but as a user, how we can understand what is the problem, why the page is not submitting? I cannot understand, but we need to display here what is the reason why the page are not submitting. Okay, the reason should be print, means what are the validation message should be given here so that user can understand. So here, if we use the request validate, so the validate actually return the error message also. Okay, so just go to the post create functions, and here this is the name, and this is the content. Okay, the title and content. So now here we can get the error, means if any validation is true, means if any validation problem occur, means the field are not provided data, that time it's throw a error in the error. Okay, so just here we can write if any error exists, then it will print. Means let's check if dollar error has the field name, that is the title here. If any error exists, then we will print the error. Okay, so simply just write and if. Okay, and inside here we're just going to print the message with the Bootstrap class so that it will looks great. So simply write error danger. Okay, so that will come with a red message. Okay, and simply just write here dollar errors first, and let's write the title. Okay, now let's go here and let's refresh. So if you click on save, then the title field is required, and if you just write here title or something here, then this message will not come. Okay, but the page is not submitted actually, because we defined the content also required. Okay, but we cannot see the message. So let's copy this and paste it here, and instead of title just write content. Okay, now let's go here and click on save. So this message will come. So here write something, and here write some content. then it will click on save. So post is created, and here you can see the something, the sum content is created. Okay, so we can understand how we can validate. Similarly, if we just go to the edit page and let's do the same thing in the update section also. So before update, let's add the validation, and just like here, and just copy all the things into the edit page also, and similarly for all the title and the content section. Okay, so now if we just going to edit, so something new, I am not providing anything first, so just going to update. It says the title field is required, so here write something new, so then it's added. Okay, another, if I going to create and let's save something, so both the validation is showing, but here I provided the title, that is my post title, my title. Okay, now if I click on the save, then the content field is required, but now I provided the title, that's the reason the validation not appear, but the value is not appear. Means if I just write here some content, as I see the content field is required, so I write some content and click on save. That time it's writing the title. That means whatever is added the value, that should be present here. Otherwise, how can I understand? Suppose in a from there is multiple fields like 10 or 15 tables, but in this way, if you just going to show the message and removing what I just added, that time it may cause problem. So the thing is, if I want to hold the previous value which I added, so there is a thing we need. So just go to the create functions, create page, and here I just going to add a parameter, that's a value, and here we have an old function. Okay, so actually in the curly braces, simply write old and write here title. In the same way, in the text area we don't have a value, but we can write in this way, old content. Okay, so now just refresh this. So now click on save, it's showing title field is required, so I just provide in the title, so my title, or you can write my post title, and I save that things. Okay, but here we cannot see the message and the value which I provided, that's our holding. So my content here. Okay, just click on save and it's saving. Okay, so all the things here, so we can understand how we can add, edit, delete list, and how we can validate our applications. Okay, so this is all about the validation in Laravel, and please practice with these things, and next day we're going to add some more things with this. Means I will add some search options here, and depending on the search we can list. Okay, so we will discuss about that thing in the next video, so it will going to be interesting. So please like and subscribe this channel for upcoming video, and it will motivate me also. So thank you, have a nice day.